It is time to spend money. I probably shouldn't, but I'm going to. Enjoy. So, as you can't currently see, let me just move my mouse. I have $500,000 to play with. I also have 3 garages that don't have trucks or drivers. They need trucks and they need drivers. I'm going to buy myself a new used truck. It's going to be this one. I'm going to put in Vernal for now. I'm going to go ahead and get that set up, actually. It's going to put me back in Moab, but whatever. Yeah, this truck won't move. I can already tell you that. Just by looking at it. Right, so I had to cut the video there because coughing spell. Anyway, so what we're going to do here is, first of all, I'm going to actually repair the thing. Then I'm going to get a 3406B. Let's do 4. Let's do something kind of low. Let's do 435 for a change. I am going to do an automatic because this thing does have the buttons and all that stuff in the dash for an automatic. As you can see, it has reverse drive, +1, all that stuff. It does have the stuff for an automatic, so I'm going to use the automatic. It's also not got a clutch pedal, so yeah. As for accessories, wrong thing. I'm going to keep the paint job, by the way. Dual stacks, I already have a 1-stack Mac. I don't want another one. Chrome, 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 chrome. Bigger fuel tank mean more distance to be traveled. Let's do progressive. Exclusive. Yeah, I'll stick with exclusive. Actually, is there one for Mac? Yes, there is. Okay. There's one with Mac. Not that it really matters that much. And this one is progressive. The front, progressive. Spikes. And there we go. Let's see. I like that. This is not going to get the gold bulldog because it is not, it is not a, like, heritage. It doesn't have pure Mac in it. It has a bunch of other stuff. Bull bars. Do I really need bull bars? Yeah, I think I do. Let's see. Transmission, 6-speed automatic with a 435, 3406. You know what? I'm going to go with 475. I can't bring myself to go that low, to be honest with you. So, we're doing that. Now, The same can't be said for my employees. They are getting Peterbilts in, let's see, which one was it? Oh yeah, Portland. They're getting 350s. They're getting 10-speed transmissions. And they're getting single rears with 150-gallon tanks. Which means they're going to end up, spending more on fuel. But it's fine. $74,000. Portland, Oregon. Now I hire 3 drivers. I don't know how to pronounce her name, but sure. Give you a new truck. Give you a new truck. Um, sure, I'll give you a new truck. Screw it. Okay. Now, I'm going to buy more new trucks. But this time it's going to be, what was it, Kenworth? They have the cheapest, configuration, second cheapest. Yeah, that's the second cheapest. Getting rid of the failing things. Um, that's not what I'm wanting. Can I not get rid of the arrow stuff on this one? Guess not. Okay. Maybe it's not that one. Maybe it's Volvo. Let's see. I'm gonna be kind of pissed if Volvo turns out to be even cheaper than Peterbilt's. It's not. Okay. Don't know which one is the cheaper one. Was it international? No, that's still $80,000. Still more expensive. And it's still a longer truck. Holy crap. Why are they so long? Whatever. Um, so I'm not gonna do that, apparently. Oh, it was Freightliner. Next cheapest one. That's right. 120-gallon. 350, 10 speed. $84,000. It's still pretty freaking expensive. I can maybe afford to buy 3. Hopefully. I can only get 2. Crap. Okay, well, that'll just have to wait till I get done with the job, I guess. Speaking of jobs, let's go up to Sand Point. By the way, there will be timestamps in this video. I do already know that I need to do the field of view. Seat position, all the way up. 0. Here, this one needs to come in a lot. This one also needs to come in a lot. There we go. Oh yeah, one thing that I forget to do all the time is turn these up. I wouldn't necessarily mind driving one of these in real life. It would be between the Mac Pinnacle and the Western Star. Let's take the blue trailer, wrong button. There we go. That's going to be one of the rules for the other series that I'm going to do, or when I restart this one, whatever. I think I could have probably done this with a 350 horse. But this is moving it like it's not even back there. And now I have $80,000, so I can actually afford to get the third truck. So you can kind of see why I'm wanting to redo this and make it a little difficult. Well, I'm not going to Denver with this. This is going to be a long trip. Like a very, very long trip. I think I got almost 2 whole days to get there. I'm going right over yonder to sleep. Why when I'm not really tired or anything? Because the sun's about to go down. I don't really want to drive a, 9-axle trailer at night. Let's do 10 hours. That'll be fine. See, like that, I'm already up to $118,000. Yeah. There's not really any challenge left for this one. And the more employees I get, the more that's going to go up. Like every day, it's going to be like $100,000, $100,000. So, yeah, that's kind of the reasoning for the whole, like, restart the series, stuff like that. Of course, I picked the day when it's supposed to get to like 93 outside, which is quite warm. Not to have my air conditioner on. There's 65. I think it's happy at 60, 65, something like that. I kind of wish I had kept the hood mirrors on now. You do not need to stop. Like, holy crap. Could have merged on doing 45. Why are we doing 50 when it's become 65? Yeah, take back what I said, by the way, about doing this with a 350 horse. That would be a struggle. This thing's not struggling too bad, but going up a hill like this, we're gonna drop to about 40. Because it won't downshift. I definitely prefer the all interstate runs. 100%. Which, if I'm not mistaken, I should be getting on the interstate sometime soon. I could have just stayed on the interstate and went past Saline or Salina. Stayed on the interstate the entire time. That would have added several hundred miles in a couple hours, but, you know, it would have been fine, right? I think it would have been fine. truck, you could downshift. The shifting on this transmission, I don't like the way that it does the shifting logic, or whatever you call it. That is one of the biggest things I don't like about automatic transmissions. Like, I know diesels don't necessarily like to be revved past 2 grand, but if you're at 1,000 RPM bogging the crap out of the motor, just downshift. Like, just downshift and get it over with. But I can get the speed limit, so we're good. Of course, as soon as I get the speed limit, someone wants to slow all the way down to a near stop to turn right. I may actually trade that out for a 10 speed. Another train. I don't know what year the map Pinnacle came out. I'm assuming it's fairly modern, like it's like a tribute to the modern, or tribute to the old Macs, like the R model and stuff. I don't know. I know it's not that bad. The anthem that I got is pretty cool. That thing about having a lower powered motor. Everything about it is lower power, including the Jakes. Truck's already 2% damaged. I just fixed this damn thing. Uh... You know, one good thing about playing this game all the time, if the interstates actually translate to real life, I'm gonna know how to get from Moab to Sandpoint, Idaho, without having to have a GPS. Oh god, why are you turning on that? Why? Why do I have to be behind someone who doesn't know how to merge onto the freaking interstate? Good, I don't have to get off anytime soon. So I'm good in this lane. Oh, now you found the next gear and you're gonna take off. Got it. Yeah, well, the truck's only 130,000 pounds. Don't mind me. There's 60 in fourth gear. Whenever it finally changes to fifth gear, it's gonna bog the hell and back. Yeah, I'm using up a lot of diesel. I was going to get behind you, but you're slowing down, so no. On the interstate for another 150 miles? Yeah, the biggest reason that I don't drive an international 9900, even though I like to look at the truck, is because of the placement of the freaking mirrors. Mac Pinnacle is kind of on that same level, to be honest with you. don't like the placement of the frickin' mirrors at all. They're a pain in the ass. Of course, in the international, instead of just, looking like this so I can see, I gotta look like that so I can see, because they're way the hell out there. Which is why I like the Western Star. The mirrors are in closer to the window pillar thing, whatever you want to call it. Yep. Let's see. I'm gonna say 120K. I was off. 137.85. Rate 53. That's pretty damn heavy. 137,000 pounds. Yeah, no wonder this thing actually does struggle a little bit. Make up your freaking mind. You either gonna let me in or you gonna go? The gear ratio between third and fourth is just way too big. I guess I could have got a 7-speed. I don't even think a 7-speed's available for this truck, though. I know a 10-speed automatic would be great. Next, repair shop. Yeah, next repair shop, I'll hop off the interstate and get one. Bad thing about not having a foot throttle on your back hitches. Gotta grab the back scratcher, gotta let off the throttle. Would it be quicker to get off here? Arguably yes, but also no. How do they make more sharp turns? You know, when I have a football field behind me? I'll see if a 10-speed automatic or at least a 7-speed automatic is available for this truck. If not, then I might switch back to an actual like manual transmission, just having an automated manual. Because I don't mind, um, I don't mind the fact that it's not like, you know, taking off like a bat out of hell like my, you know, other trucks with 835 horse does. It's only got a 475 in it, right? But the gear ratio is just not there. It's too tall. How do I actually get into this place? Is this it? Yeah, that's it. Okay. I am not backing out of here. That is for sure. Alright, so there is a 7-speed. I don't know if that's really what I need, to be honest with you. Let's do a 10-speed, I reckon. Oh. The 7-speed automatic is the way to go. Seven speed. And I think this is a little better. Granted, not much better. It's way too early in the 5th. I guess it's alright, though. it ain't too bad. Gone a little faster with this, so it's fine. Maybe. Alright, switching to sequential mode. Sequential. I guess we're going up the hill, so that's fine. There you go. Just wanted to see if downshifting would actually do anything, but it doesn't. So back to real automatic. There we go. We're now on level ground. I'm gonna set the speed. I'm gonna set the cruise at 65. And call it good. Need to find a rest area for 6 p.m. Give or take. That's an hour. That's 3 hours. That would put it at 4. Well, looks like I'm doing it at 4. I will also get fuel when I get there, so we're good on that. So I've been watching, more YouTube stuff because that's basically what I do. And it's kind of funny to me how bad the system that YouTube is using actually is. So they're using AI, because of course they are, because they're too stingy to actually pay people to do the job that AI can do in a millisecond and get it wrong. They're too stingy to, pay someone to actually look through a channel and make sure that it's the right decision to demonetize this channel, or that they actually violate TOS or whatever. I was watching a video talking about 3 creators that got demonetized. One of them did get monetization back, and YouTube basically said, oh, it was a mistake, blah, 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 whatever. Yeah, it's a mistake because your programming sucks. But these channels have been on the platform for like 8 years, 10 years, longer. Hell, some of the people that are being demonetized have been on since the YouTube video thing has been around. So 22 years, right? It's hard to believe that YouTube's been around for 2 decades. Anyway, the channel that got demonetized makes animations, custom animations. So it takes a long time to make a video. It doesn't, when I make a video, it takes me a couple hours at best, I have to spend the time playing the game, so I'm having fun while, making the video. I have to push a button that says record, and yeah, that's really all I do is just record, throw my intro on, and call it good. Record an intro piece, throw my intro in between that and the actual video, and then, I call it good. It's low effort, yes, I know, low effort. But there's not really much need in doing high effort stuff for this type of content, in my opinion. Now, I guess if I did super cool edits and cuts and stuff like that, then yeah, it would, be better, but I don't have the stuff to do that. I can do the cuts, of course, when I'm not talking or whatever, I can cut the video and clip it together or what have you. But that's kind of beside the point. These channels spend hours, if not days, making custom animations, alright? Drawing the characters, drawing all the characters, doing different things, and animating them, right? Even if they use a program for it, they still spend a lot of time using said program. While it is, easier to use a program to actually do something like that than do it yourself, the old school way, it still takes a lot of freaking time. Okay, it still takes a long time to make an animation. I'm not an animator. If I was, I would have a better intro. I got a buddy that's an animator that I need to contact to see if he will actually make me one, to be honest with you. But anyway, they've been doing animated content, legitimate custom content, authentic content for years. And they get demonetized because they violate the family-friendly bullshit. Their videos aren't made for kids. What is the point of that option on when you upload a video? You have the option, is this made for kids? Yes or no? If you put no, it is supposed to go not where kids can find it. It's supposed to be for people roughly 18 and up, right? That's what it's supposed to do. But their system doesn't work. So what is the fucking point of having an option to make it so that, your stuff can be either for kids or not for kids? Oh wait, that's right. Monetized or not monetized. That's essentially what you're saying, because you can't monetize stuff made for kids. But it's like, one look at this channel and you can tell it's made for many things, but kids are not one of them. Having a channel made for kids means that you're doing something that is actually made for kids. And when I say kids, I mean 10 and under. But it's just really dumb the way that YouTube's been doing this stuff. They demonetized 100,000 AI slop channels, which is good, getting rid of AI slop, which is just basically channels that reuse the same thing over and over and over and over and over. like scrolling through YouTube Shorts on my phone, I see the same exact Reddit story or whatever from like 3 different channels, and that's just AI slop. That is true AI slop. And like, I understand demonetizing them and like getting them off the platform. That's a good thing. That is a really good thing. However, they're going about it in a very screwed up way, and they're not very good at it. Did I passed my exit, didn't I? Nope, okay. It'll be a little later than I thought. Get out the white line. Yeah, then there's, you know, uh, channels that should be demonetized that are still monetized. Alright? A channel that should be demonetized is like a channel that's promoting adult content. You know, showing adult content. They're still monetized. Another channel that is monetized that shouldn't be monetized. Of course, I haven't checked on this in quite a while, but it was last time it popped up in my feed. There are channels that have people being shot, like the raw footage. They have ads on them. Why do they have ads on them? I don't know, but they do. I'm probably going the wrong way, but I don't care. It's gonna get really expensive real fast. Hello? I'm in the spot. Are you just not gonna let me sleep? Like, really? There's so many freaking spots. Each one of these should have the thing. Every single one of them. Every single one of them. But they don't. They really need to do something about that. Let's see. 19 hours. 11 hours. I have 12 hours to get there. Hell, I can't rest. Well, that sucks. I'm driving through the night. Did not realize that I was short on time. Hmm. Well, that kind of sucks. Have to drive through the freaking night. It is what it is. I'm gonna be doing something that you're not supposed to, but I don't care. Never mind. There's quite a bit of room. You're not supposed to block an intersection. For obvious reasons. But that yellow truck doesn't care. Don't be shifting too early, you piece of crap. Roll off the road, please. Thank you. My worst enemy. A hill. I should say the upside of the hill. Because now, my greatest ally. Going downhill. Okay. Going the wrong way, but sure. 138,208 pounds. I mean, that's basically the same weight that I had before. Trying to get out of here is going to be a pain in my ass, isn't it? Sorry, truck. Not sorry. You can slow down or hit my trailer. I don't care. I'm glad I'm going through this part of the road during the day, not at night. This is when sequential mode would come in handy. You don't have to slow down that much to go around some of these curves. If you're really top heavy, then yeah. I think I can do at least 50 now. Come on. Really? Alright. Back scratcher time. So I guess I could buy the other truck now and hire the other employees. Get all that stuff going. I do not like going around 90-degree bends with this damn thing. Especially through a small town like this, that's not very good. I don't even know what town it is, but I know it's small. I don't know if y'all can hear that, but every once in a while when I let off the throttle, the turbo noise. I kind of what I figured. Barely touched the rock. Oh well. Yeah. I'm getting tired in real life. So I don't need to have the fatigue simulator on. I just need to play this game for 6 hours. So I had originally hoped to get to the point where I could be monetized by the end of 2026, but that's kind of not looking like it's going to happen. However, at time of recording this, I am at 145 subscribers, which is good. Considering I started the year with less than 100. Every single subscriber makes a difference. That is, what I mean by that is, like, everyone that subscribes is potentially coming back to watch a video. The more people that do that come back and watch videos, the more chances you have to share the videos, and so on and so on and so on. I'm sure I could probably, like, do, um, some kind of like AI series. I could probably figure it out how to do like an AI series, like um, where it does a voiceover or whatever. But I don't really want to do that, to be honest with you. Like I don't want to put that much effort into it, but at the same time, I kind of need to. You know. But I don't have the money to get stuff that I need to do that because all that stuff is not free, or the majority of the good stuff anyway is not free. And the problem with getting the free stuff is I don't know if it has viruses and stuff like that in it. So I'm not about to, you know, tempt it and find out. So that's the last thing that I frickin' need is a frickin' virus on this computer. I know you're loaded pretty heavy, but you can go faster than me. If I can do 50 up this damn hill, I know you can. I have enough time right now, 14 hours before they expect it. I'm 5 hours away. I could sleep or rest for the majority of the night. So I may do that up here in Grangeville. Depends on what the time is looking like. Because the nighttime on this game absolutely sucks. It's not bright enough. It's not good. So there's a fuel station up here. I could use a little bit of diesel anyway. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make this go through there or not. Yeah, it's fine. I can sleep for at least 8 hours, so that's fine with me. If it will actually let me sleep. I'm in the spot. You got to be kidding me. I can't sleep here. Uh, foot, really? I gotta hook back up to this damn thing. That's stupid. That is really stupid. I can't do it with the trailer. It won't let me sleep if I have the trailer on. Okay. That's dumb. That is really, really dumb. Let's say 14 hours. Need 5 hours. So, let's do that. Where it's getting daylight. I don't understand the logic behind this game. I really don't. I don't. I don't get it. Whatever. I really wish they would improve that where you could just, like, on an on-ramp or off-ramp, you know, you need to sleep. Your time's up or whatever. Pull over and sleep. You know? I mean, that's what people do in real life. Your time's up. You're on an on-ramp. Don't really have much of a choice. But because this game has designated sleep points, and as you just seen, like, some of them are really ridiculous. Like, I couldn't go to sleep with the trailer attached. I had to disconnect the trailer. Not the end of the world, but, you know, it's not really what you want to do. You know? Like, that's not something that I would want to do if, like, if I was a truck driver, I wouldn't want to have to disconnect my trailer just to be able to park into a designated spot to, you know, sleep. Granted, this trailer is 900 feet long, so, you know, it's kind of hard to fit it perfectly in a spot, but, you know, pulling off to the side would have been fine in a parking lot. You know, you're in a designated parking area. You can't back this sumbitch up. So pull off to the side where you're not in people's way. Call it good. Go sleep. But no. At least not yet, anyway. Maybe in 161 or 162. I mean, that's a minor detail change, right? Or in theory, it's not a major update. So it shouldn't necessarily take much to, change the system. I don't know what all is involved in that. I'm not a programmer. But I wouldn't think it would be that much of a hassle to do it. Then again, it could take rewriting the entire fucking engine. I don't know. Could be a lot more complicated than I think. In hindsight, I should have just went there. I've never been there. Actually, no, that's not right. I've been there once. Yeah, there's several things with this game that I really want them to improve, and they are doing it, like, slowly but surely. Minor things like, the sleeping area. Um, that is probably way down on their radar right now. Compared to stuff like, maps and the new DLC, like the Ford car pack and Dodge car pack and stuff like that. Which I've watched videos on and they look pretty damn good. I can't wait to see what people do as far as like modding the engines and stuff. Because, like having a 65 Charger with a 454 would be pretty cool. So I think it's a 70, not a 60 model. Yeah, I kind of wish I had kept my hood mirrors. But I really don't like hood mirrors, so yeah. Speed limit 65, I'm going to be able to do maybe 42 up this hill. Now see, this is the kind of stuff that would literally blow your engine if you were actually pushing it this hard. Would you like to shift out of third? There you go. Holy crap. Hold third till you're about to blow the motor, then you just go fourth and fifth. That makes perfect sense. Let's go sequential mode. Like either hold the gear till 2K or don't hold third so long. Like there was no real need for that anyway. Either go or let me in. I don't care which. I will run you off the fucking road. I hate traffic. Really hate traffic. I would love to have like a 6 mile long passing zone. That'd be great. Nice lake. Or is that part of the river system? That might be part of the river. Yeah, it's part of the river. have to stop to turn right, you probably shouldn't be driving. Oops. Really don't want to have to deal with more red lights. That's and green. Green. Turn green. Of course not. What is that up ahead? Is that a dealership or a recruitment agency? That would be a recruitment agency that I have not discovered yet. So let's go discover that. Probably shouldn't be taking this down this narrow road, but I don't care. That's a fancy recruitment agency. One thing about finding more recruitment agencies is you get to hire different people, and they also have more higher rated skilled drivers, higher skill rating drivers. The max that I've seen so far has only been 1.7, which is not that high, but it's better than 0.8. So I guess that's something, right? I don't think until I switched to sequential mode I ever got into seventh high gear or whatever you want to call it. Now that is cool right there. Let's do this way instead. See, if I was good at thumbnails, that would be a perfect thumbnail. But I'm not very good at thumbnails, so yeah. Yeah, I know. Yes, wait till I'm right here to pull out. Like, yeah. This is technically against the law and considered a rolling stop, but I don't see anyone coming, so it's fine. Alright. I want to go back to automatic. Gameplay, sequential, real automatic. There we go. Oh yay, roundabout. really wish the turning radius would come in faster. Oh, come on. That's annoying. There's no way that I shouldn't get the green light now. There you go. Sheesh. That's annoying. Let's go ahead and buy the rest of the truck. Or trucks, rather. And put you there. And then hire some drivers, because I have I have trucks without drivers. Grab you. There we go. Okay. So, this is going to be a rather long video. But, you know. Yeah, almost 2 hours. Holy crap. So, if you did make it to this point in the video, then I appreciate you watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And if you would, leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more if you haven't already. I try to release videos at the same time on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, but I've just kind of been letting it choose what time for the last few videos, and it seems to kind of work better. But I don't know what time to really put videos out. Like, it's weird, so. But anyway, hope you enjoyed. If you did, remember, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Share with your friends. And I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.